2-plate bench press is a mythical milestone for a lot of people. But for some people it might feel like this milestone is completely unachievable, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Every single one of you can get to a 2-plate bench press, no matter who you are. You just need to implement a couple of changes. So let me show you what you need to do to get a 2-plate bench press as fast as possible. First of all, you need to learn how to properly arch. Just a little arch goes a long way. But I don't want you to start doing any extreme arches, like if you were possessed by an evil spirit. Just a small arch. This will create a stable base for your press, which will help you push more weight in a safer manner. If you are not doing this, you will not get anywhere. Sure, if you want to roleplay as an ironing board, be my guest. But if you want to get to a 2-plate bench press, you need to learn how to arch properly. To get into the arched position, push your chest as high as you can and squeeze your shoulder blades together while pushing your traps into the bench. And then you hold this position for your whole set. If you do it right, your back won't be laying flat on the bench like before, but it's going to have this nice little arch. And don't forget to film your sets when you first try to learn how to arch, because most of the people trying to learn this get into the correct position at the start, but as soon as they do one rep, the arch completely falls apart and they are pretending to be an ironing board once again. With a solid arch, you should also pay attention to your legs. Even though legs will not do the pressing for you, it's really crucial that your feet are firmly planted. That way you can maximize your power output. So if you are pressing in socks or slippers or something like that, don't expect to press a lot of weight when your legs are slipping all over the place. You really want to get into a state where it feels like your legs are buried in cement. That's how you can push the most weight possible. And talking about weight, you need to realize that your body weight plays a huge role in the amount of weight that you can press. Because as we all know, the more you weigh, the more you can press. That's why we have weight classes in sports where this matters. If you weigh 120 pounds and you want to bench 225, that's basically 2x your body weight. And that will be really difficult to achieve. But if your overweight friend who weighs 400 pounds comes into the gym and lifts 225 like it's nothing, then it's not even that impressive, just because that's basically just a half of his own body weight. Which means that it will be much easier for him to hit a 2-plate bench press than for you. So what I wanted to say by all of this is that your body weight matters. That's why the strongest bench presser in the world looks like this and not like this. So if you are serious about your goal of hitting a 2-plate bench press, you need to bulk up. The boost that you will get from doing this is absolutely massive. One thing that always blows my mind is when someone tells me that they want to increase their bench press, but they are only bench pressing once per week. Isn't that crazy? It's like if you wanted to be a chess grandmaster, but you only played chess once per week. Of course that you will not improve. I hope that most of you know that if you want to get better at something, no matter what it is, you need to do more of it. And if you didn't know that, well, you're welcome. So if you want to achieve a 2-plate bench press, start pressing more. At least 2 pressing sessions per week is non-negotiable. But you don't have to stop there. Even 3 pressing sessions per week would be a great spot to be in. That is one of the keys that will allow you to bench press more and more weight. Pressing more frequently will make you more comfortable with the pressing process, and being comfortable with the bench press is really important. Because most of the people I see that are struggling with the bench press are clearly not comfortable with the pressing movement. You can see it in the way that they are pressing. They cannot control the bar and just drop it on their chest like a stone. And then they try to get the bar off their chest as fast as humanly possible again. It looks like if the barbell was poisonous or something. And then you can be sure that you are not going to press anything because you are scared of the bench press. People who are comfortable with the pressing movement can control the bar on both the way up and the way down. So start pressing more and get comfortable. And don't be afraid to do your sets with a half a second to a second pause on your chest. It will completely change the game once you are comfortable with what you are doing. And of course, it wouldn't be a Trainer Vinny video if I didn't mention progressive overload. If you want to press more weight, you need to focus on adding more and more weight over time. Without that, you are not going anywhere. So start tracking your workouts and make sure that you surpass your performance from the last workout by at least 1 rep. It's not always going to be possible, but you need to keep on moving forward. And what I can offer you for moving forward is my training plans, now with a full in-depth tracking course included as a bonus. You can check it out in the link in the description. The mythical 2-plate bench press milestone is at the palms of your hands. All you need to do now is to just grab it. Wondering which training split is the best one? Then check out this video right here.